things are starting to heat up in Central New York. Literally, it was 70 degrees here on Tuesday when I recorded this. You guys are getting it on Wednesday. Outlaw Speedway ran their first race weekend of the season. They had a practice where they had a dash on Friday. That's one of the things a lot of tracks do now. Jeffery Daugherty was one of the guys who won the dash on Friday, ended up winning the race as well. Did not take the lead initially. Danny Johnson went out to the early lead in the 35-lap feature, but Jeffery Daugherty able to get back by him before lap 10, ended on to go 1-for-1 on the season, so he has one win already. Let's head on down to Elmira. Jeffery is 20 years old, works in the family business. How we doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, man. I haven't talked to you in years. Man, when did you turn 20 years old? Last I knew you were a little kid running around, man. It must be good to start the season this way.
Yeah, of course. We work hard all winter long to make sure that, we can give ourselves the best shot come opening night. And, to come out 2 years in a row and win the first race of the year is awesome. Can't ask for a better start.
Yeah, and like you said, 2 years in a row. So how did you do it? Obviously, Friday night was a big part of this.
Yeah. We went Friday night, and we went out for the first practice session to make sure that, we got all the bugs worked out, and ended up getting a really good draw. So we started on the front row of the dash and just kind of jumped out and tried to set the fastest pace we could.
Mm-hmm. While at the same time looking around and trying to learn, right?
Yeah, of course. The racetrack was definitely challenging, first race of the year.
Sure.
Got to work the bugs out with the track, too. Mm-hmm. So trying to find the best line and learn from previous laps.
And nothing went wrong on Friday night? You went through the car in between and were able to nut and bolt it before Saturday?
Yep. Nothing went wrong. We were all good. Went through, nut and bolted it, and crossed all of our T's and dotted all of our I's and made sure that we were ready to go for Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And nut and bolting is exactly what it sounds. You just take every nut and bolt on the car, loosen it, tighten it up. It's really just that simple, isn't it?
Yep. Preventative maintenance is what we try to say.
Mm-hmm. And in the process, you might notice, oh, look at that. That happened. We need to fix that. So Saturday started. Was this during the day still when you guys ran, or was it starting to get dark?
It was starting to get dark. It was still daytime, but we were right on the border.
Okay. Started on the pole. Was Danny outside of you?
Yes. Yep.
So how'd he get you?
We fired at pretty much the same time going into turn one, and he had the preferred line up there on the top. I probably should have took it, but I stayed down low, and he edged me out, and then Steve got by me and was running around in third, and
oh, wow.
Finally found a line that was working for us, and just kind of stuck with that and never looked back.
So you had choice of inside or outside on the start?
Yep. It was a really bottom dominant track Friday night and most of the day Saturday. So
you figured, let's do that. Sure.
Yep. I thought that was going to be the best move, and made the wrong call, and ultimately dropped back a little bit. But fortunate enough that we could kind of turn it around and find some speed there halfway through the race.
Did the car come to you, or did they kind of fall off? How'd you manage to get by? Steve Payne and Danny Johnson. Come on.
Yeah. It wasn't really they fell off or we came on strong. It was more or less just finding the best way around the racetrack, finding the best line that, our car was set up for. And we were fortunate enough where I kind of sat there and watched Danny and learned from him a little bit and, tried some different things and found something that worked.
Wow, what was Danny doing that you noticed that helped you out?
Where he was entering the corner, it was he was entering a little bit different than I was, so I tried to kind of mimic what he was doing and put my own little twist on it, and I figured out one lap that it worked and just stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. And how'd you actually get by?
We rolled into the corner, and I rolled the top and just got a really good run on him and got him going down the back stretch and was able to hold it going into turn 3, and he tried to fight back, but he was at that point. I kind of jumped at what my preferred line was, and the rest is history from there.
So what's this mean to you? Did this carry on last year when this happened and get you some good runs right afterwards, or no?
Yeah, we won opening night, and then I think we won about 2 or 3 weeks later, and we were super consistent, top 5-6 car all last year, and had a couple down weeks, and ultimately ended up finishing second in points. But hopefully we can just keep the momentum rolling and really just win as many races as we want. That's what everybody wants to do, is win as much as they can. So that's what we're going to try to do, is just go out, win races, and have fun.
So what's next?
We got the car out, washed, diagnosed a couple couple little things that we got to change and freshen everything up and get ready to go back at it for the Cowley Memorial this weekend.
Okay, all right. What about other stuff?
We're kind of up in the air right now. We're gonna run some short track Super Series stuff because we have an open small block, so we're gonna bounce around and just kind of hit some races that we want. We're not necessarily committing to anything, but bounce around, have some fun, and race as much as we can.
And that's the car you won with the Friday night, right? With the short track Super Series car?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you have? I know there's lots of different numbers that I hear for cubic inches on those cars.
The one we have right now is a 430, and then I also have we have another car at 440, but it's not quite done yet.
Okay. So no dirt stuff this year then?
Nope. We used to run Canandaigua a little bit
That's
with a
where I
big
used
block.
to see you,
and,
yes.
We just, where we live, it's a lot of small block stuff down here in the southern tier, so we just kind of stick with the small block. Within an hour drive, we got probably 4 small block tracks, so that's mainly what we stick to.
Okay. Well, can you run at Woodhull with that combination or no then?
Yep. We can run Woodhull. They're open small block. We can go to 5 Mile Point. They open back up for another season. We could go there, Penn Can, Thunder Mountain. There's a whole bunch of tracks for us to choose from down here in the southern tier.
Now, his dad started a business, by the way, that you guys might know. I didn't know Jeffrey and his family had anything to do with this all, but you guys are Wicked Tees. How's that going?
Yeah, that's going good. We're getting everybody fixed up right now, getting them T-shirts and vinyl and making sure they're looking good and styling out, so when they pull into Victory Lane, everybody looks nice and fancy.
Nice. Now, do you work on suits, like lettering on suits too, or no?
Yep, we do offer suits. We are a dealer for sublimited fire suits.
Okay.
That's what I have myself. Love those suits, honestly. Super, super nice. We've been dealing with them for probably about 6 months now, and it was a seamless transition. John and those guys over there are awesome.
Glad to hear it. So how can they get a hold of you guys at Wicked Tees? Because you'll do driver T-shirts, all that stuff too, right?
Yep, we have a Facebook page at Wicked Tees. We have a website at BigJimsWickedTees.com. All of our links and information is all on there. Our emails, phone numbers,
Nice.
price sheets, all that good stuff.
Tell him Doug sent you. He'll give you an extra special deal. So, and I take it Big Jim is your dad?
No, Big Jim was actually my grandfather. He passed
Oh.
away when we were getting ready to start this business, so
So that's why
we named
did
it after
that.
him.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but at least the legacy lives on through Wicked Tees.
Yep.
So, Jeffrey, good catching up with you. Hopefully we'll do this again real soon. You've got my number. I've got yours. So if I happen to miss something cool that happens this summer, please give me a call, and we'll do this again and get you right back on, okay?
Awesome, sounds good.
You take care of yourself, and when I come to Outlaw, I'll make sure to look you up, okay?
Yep, thank you very much. You as well.
Thank you. Hit that bluey, guys. Turn on notifications. Hit the comments. Hit the likes. All that good stuff. Share it to all of his friends. And Jeffrey is 1 for 1 in the season. He'll go for his second in a row coming up this Friday.